So before I walk you around my car, I first need to tell you the backstory of how I even got my Spider in the first place. It involves a movie, a wreck, and a lie. So, let me explain. The story goes all the way back to the fall of 1985 when I was a senior in high school and a movie was being filmed in my hometown. Any guesses what well-known silver screen flick would have been filmed in Indiana in 1985? Yep, that one. Because the basketball game scenes needed large crowds, all the local schools gave the students two choices for those 2 days of filming. 1, attend the filming, or 2, sit in study hall all day. Well, because we didn't want to cut our glorious mullets to look like we were from the year 1953, 2 of my best friends and I decided we'd choose option 3, skip school altogether. So we hopped in my car, a little 75 Monza Town coupe that I just recently V8 swapped, and off we went to Indianapolis. While there, I accidentally wrecked my car by rear-ending someone. Panicked, and knowing our parents had no idea that we'd skipped school, I called a tow truck company to pick us up and tow us the 30 miles back to a friend's house in my hometown. Once there, I put on my best Oscar performance, called my parents from a payphone, remember, it was 1985, and cried to them that someone had smashed into my car in a hit and run, and I was devastated and I didn't know what I was going to do. Surprisingly, they bought it. The next day, having no car to drive, and still not wanting to sit in study hall all day, I decided to attend the filming of the movie Hoosiers. So for your entertainment and my humiliation, here I am, hair slicked back, 1950s style, with what felt like 3 pounds of dippity-doo, cheering on the home team during the movie's regional basketball game in my 15 minutes of fame. You're welcome. Well, the filming was over, and now fast forward about another week, and I was convinced I wanted another V8 Monza. So I searched the for sale ads in the papers and happened across an ad for a 1978 Monza Spider V8 with all the options. The next day, my dad and my brother and I hopped in the car to go take a look. When we got there, it was dark out, but I could instantly see it was red, it looked cool, had a white interior, and when I opened the door to sit inside, I happened to look up and notice something different. The roof of this car was completely glass. I remember saying, "Dad, check out this roof." Well, I was in love. And long story short, Dad made a deal with the owner and we brought it home for the measly sum of $2,000. Remember, this car was only 7 years old at the time. I drove this car all through my senior year of high school. It followed me across the U.S. after I graduated and joined the Air Force, and then it finally followed me home after I settled down, went to college, and eventually started a family. With kids and a busy life, I finally parked it just over 15 years ago. Now it's in dire need of restoration, having just over 170,000 miles on it, and having been outside for most of its life. And today, that restoration finally begins. Oh, did my parents ever find out I lied to them? Well, you'll just have to watch a future episode to find out.